Poor bastard. Couldn't run because of the weight of his load. Still, better a branded than one of us.
Fucking thieving bastard. Sid. Your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus, and at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just a...
Suppose we just follow the shouting. Poor bastard. Couldn't run because of the weight of his load.
If you're wondering why Dalamil's in such a sorry state, you can blame the bandits.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying... And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Sid. And
I was about to ask you.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can rely. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some...
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. Or an entire...
We're still working on the skies. Perhaps we can find a solution.
I hope so.
So,
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid, but if left to smolder.
my thoughts both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they...
And if there's one thing bandits like...
What would Sid the...
Well, if it were... He'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that while it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. before presenting...
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the...
It appears we have a plan. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his...
As you wish.
Your faces are not what... Don't worry. Victor and I will do most of the talking.
Play along.
What he means to say.
Picture it,
Buy
Conrad.
more supplies.
Your own
Might as well
city
scatter
guard.
seeds near a rat's nest.
With you as
Spare the...
Here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that, actually.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the... And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
I wonder if Conrad has the right of it.
Oh, I'm ruined. My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something, and we may get... Ah, here, Natalie. Allow me to introduce Lord...
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how...
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment, which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure if our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but...
All right, if it will help to... But you needn't have gone through this charade.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good. Merely that it produced... Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kit.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new role. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found...
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. All.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn...
I have a favor. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those...
The rest, my friend, the city shall... The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this...
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do...
The women. You've come to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
Yours.
They mean to overwhelm us.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I don't hear any fighting.
That we should hurry.
Natalie, you did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalamil.
We all saved Dalek.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the...
The plan worked. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits.
Come now, Victor. Why quibble over that? We are united. As for you, Sid, you fight.
I'll take that as a compliment.